Halima Shehu occupy that position as well. And well, this is where we are. More headlines still on the Punch newspaper, but quickly let me remind you before we go for those that you can join the conversation on Facebook. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH is the handle, so just get in and be a part of it. If you haven't joined our Facebook community on Facebook, search for Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, like the page. Then you can join the live stream, drop your comments. Don't also forget to click on the share button, very important. Click on the share button, like the live stream, and drop your comments. If you've done that, then you can also get on X, Nigeria Info PH, and join in on the conversation as well. Very simple. All right, so more headlines on the Punch newspaper. Bobrisky treated as normal inmate. NCOS official. That's what you will find on the Punch. Labour asks federal government to unveil new minimum wage May 1. Edo government demolishes Shaibu's residence security post. What is the need for that? For some people, is this being taken too far? Find out what the details are, but the headline here says Edo government demolishes Shaibu's residence security post. He's now former deputy governor of Edo State, and there are a lot of people in Edo State who are not in support of what's happening, but then it's what you get in Nigerian politics. All right, that's the much on the Punch. Okay, let's see if we can take one or two more. Serap demands audit of federal government loans since 1999. Orderlies backing, giving my opponents high blood pressure. Fubara. There's another one you would see there. And NCC intercepts 300 million naira pirated books at Onne Port. Federal government to enlist hunters in Safe School Initiative is a headline you would also see on the Punch newspaper this morning. And quickly we go on to the Vanguard and see what we have here. It says diesel gulps 80% of manufacturers' profit. Man, diesel gulps 80% of manufacturers' profits. Man, and you can't deny it. It's almost, you don't even need the stats to tell you. When you see the cost of power, then you imagine what it takes to run a business in the country at the moment. Even with the Dangote supplying diesel, it still didn't change it. Dangote had said it was going to sell for 1,200 and some fraction. But at the end of the day, people still buy diesel for 1,516, 1,650. 1,516, 1,500. And 1,600 or 1,650 naira, depending on the situation. So it's a huge concern, a very huge concern. And that would ultimately have its effect on the price at which the manufacturer would give out his product or service. Tariff hike, TCN, Discos, Bika, over failing 20 hour supply. Yes, I've said this last week. The 20 hours for the band A is not even 20 hours anymore. The 15 to 18 hours for band B is not even 15 hours anymore. It's everything is just, I don't know where they go. Like we would say in our local palace. Let's take a commercial now. Remember, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. We'll take more headlines and your contributions when we return.
Here's an amazing opportunity for your child to win 1 million naira.
With the latest local, national, and international newspaper headlines.
Start your day with information.
And have your say on the newspaper review on The Morning Crossfire.
Only on 92.3
Nigeria Info. Get up to speed with the latest local, national, and international newspaper headlines.
Start your day with information.
And have your say on the newspaper review on The Morning Crossfire.
Only on 92.3
Nigeria Info.
All right, it's 6, and let's get into some more headlines before we go on to take your messages on Facebook and open the phone lines to take your calls. All right, global condemnation trails Iran's attack on Israel. That one is on the Vanguard newspaper. Okwama, allow entrapped residents access their homeland. Ewu Kingdom begs Tinubu army. High cost of drugs, orthodox services. Pregnant women return to traditional antenatal care. That's a headline you would also see on the Vanguard newspaper. Banks recapitalization weighs down stock market. Investors lose 633 billion naira. Now to get all of that, let's quickly look at your messages on Facebook. For those who haven't joined the conversation on Facebook, I'll remind you, it's simple. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Search for us, like the page, get on the live stream, drop your comment, and click on the share button as well. So let's start with Iceberg says, orderly support, giving my support a sleepless night. My governor, while you enjoy your support, please ensure that the necessary arrest and harassment of our supporters by the FCT police is brought to stop. Kudili says, tariff hike is not a good one. 10 years in captivity is disheartening that the remaining abducted Chibokers are still in the hands of Boko Haram. Ability at Twigba. Larry Spieth says, labor demand for new wage does not match what? You send that again. Alex, EFCC recovers 32.7 billion. Humanitarian ministers. The level of corruption among our leaders, particularly those appointed by the federal government, is alarmingly high. Christian Williams says, I stand with organized labor on the minimum wage proposal and I pray they stand their ground. The suffering Nigerians are facing is unbearable. Lawrence Friday says, Governor Fubara said people with integrity are behind him. Yes, that's true, because people like good things. Christian Williams says, I stand with organized labor. Okay, I already took this before. Lawrence Friday, Audley's endorsement of Fubara is a good one. This is believe in Ayaba. Colesia Monday says, good morning, Nigeria Info. Audley's support of Fubara is a nice one. We can't have two governors in a state. Okay. More messages on Facebook. On X, it's Nigeria Info PH. You can also join us on X. Nigeria Info PH is what the handle is. So do well to get on X, join the community, and drop your messages. The numbers to call are 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0003. Or you call us on 0817-923-0002. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. That's the WhatsApp number. Onwala God's Power says, more endorsement for the governor looming. Skillful Piro says, military bombs 7 illegal refineries. The military should also use the same strength and bomb illegal refineries that they use for illegal refineries to bomb bandits and Boko Haram. That's also from Facebook. All right. Eneok Idaso on Facebook says, Ifemi, good morning. I tell the governor it's the way to go. And as for that man saying that he's receiving threats to his life, he should expect more. No, I don't think anybody should expect more threat to their life. Eneok Idaso, if you were the one receiving threats to your life, allegedly or not, I'm pretty sure you would not be happy about it. So we shouldn't get to a point where because you do not like the opinion of another person or you do not support the opinion of another person, then you begin to dislike, hate, or fight them to the point that you now have threats, you now threaten their lives. I mean, that's barbaric. Like I said, whether it's factual or not, it's not something that we should even hear. Okay? And I don't think anybody should send in a message and support it and say that person should expect more threat to his life. It doesn't speak well of you as a person and the way you see things. So I think you should restructure that. Patrick Amadi says, former Governor Peter Odili is after what he will gain from the governor has not gotten the criteria to become leader of the state because he has not done anything that eyes has seen in the state. Patrick Amadi. Patrick Amadi, I would agree if you say in your perspective the governor has not done anything that you think should earn him leader. But I also would not, to say that the former governor, Dr. Peter Odili, is supporting the governor because of what he will gain, well, that would also be neither here nor there. Good morning. I stand with Labour. The 600,000 naira minimum wage. Well, I think we all know that at the end of the day, negotiations will be held between Labour and the federal government, and they would have to come to some compromise. Remember, it was 1 million Labour proposed. Now it's come to 600,000. Is this still, when you look at it critically, is it possible for the government to carry the wage bill of 600,000 to the millions of civil servants across the country, from local level to federal level? All right, let's go to the phone lines quickly now. And we'll start with Susie. Susie's in Erema. Susie, please, let's keep it very short and straight to the point. Good morning.
All right, good morning, Uncle. Good morning. Let me talk about the issue concerning Governor Tinubu talked about real people with integrity are in support of my government, and at the same time detractors for the support of the former Governor Odili. My detractors are having high blood pressure. Very unfortunate statement as far as I'm concerned. The governor traveled to London last week and become very brash with the local government chairman who actually attended the ceremony. The particular facility that the governor went to actually commission, you cannot actually write out or explain the fact that the former Governor Wike was also instrumental to that particular structure. So to that extent, I believe that he should also be appreciated, and not to say that people who are not in support of you, detractors, you are the one who traveled to Ndoni. You are the one who made statements. You are the one coming back to talk about how you have conducted examination and induction medically for people to be running temperature and high blood pressure for your support. Nobody is going to stop you from anybody from supporting you, mostly when the situation is actually being commercialized and induced. So for me, I believe that the governor should have done better to actually maintain the peace that has been given by the president instead of remaining recalcitrant on that particular peace pact. It's very unfortunate. We need governance in Rivers State, and not those issues of every morning.
All right, Susie.
Speculating all over.
Let's go over to Rumibo now. JJ is on the line.
I don't agree with that. Thank you very much.
JJ, good morning. Yes, go ahead.
People with me are integrity personified. See, Andrew, let me paint this picture to you. The people with the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, are those who want this state to be safe and develop. You have the issue in the Bible where two women were like dragging a child. And King Solomon, they said he has the highest wisdom, said, look, let's divide this child. Those on the other side they're like that woman that said, look, we must divide this child now, knowing too well that if you divide the child will die. But those on the side of Siminalayi Fubara are those that say, look, this child must not die. The likes of Ada George, the likes of Sir Dr. Peter Odili, who is the father of modern-day River State, and they are all saying, no, this child must not die. And the weight, according to Sir David Briggs, he said from the beginning that the former governor sent somebody to Odili, Sir Dr. Peter Odili, please support me in this fight. And Odili said, no, that is where it becomes this man and this woman. So for me, let's see how we can support this governor who mean well, who has rolled off his sleeve to make
all right,
sure
JJ, thank you very much.
Let's support him and
let's go over to Ichie now.
Odin
Akachi is on the line. Abinoye is in Abua. Let's start with Odin Akachi. Odin Akachi, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Yep, go on.
Yeah, the former governor, Peter Odili, supporting the present governor. And that is a welcome development. I think we don't have two governors in the state. So everyone should join hands and support the governor so that the state can move forward. That is my take this morning. Thank you.
Abinoye is in Abua. Good morning, Abinoye.
Good morning, the CME, Andrew.
Yep, good morning.
Yes, I back in Port Harcourt this morning. He's singing praises to Boma Tom George. The last time I checked, the industrial court has ruled that Boma Tom George office is an illegal office, and I want to allow him rest. Though I know that the matter has been sent to appellate court, but because it's an originating summon, I know that the appellate court will not rule otherwise. So allow Boma Tom George to rest because it's an illegal occupant. I want to look at the NLC arranging a minimum wage of 615,000. This amount is unrealistic because I know that 30,000 was a problem. And I wonder what this Nigeria will pay. I know it's in negotiation, but that one looks as if it's another joke. Thank you.
Okay, Abinoye, thank you. Over to Alu now. Blessed, good morning.
Good morning. If you hear me, Andrew. Pertaining to our governor, Tim Fubara, says that the backup of Dr. Peter Odili is giving some of his distractors sleepless nights and the word and high blood pressure. Exactly, nothing but the truth. You know one thing pertaining to our governor? This our governor carry everybody along. It doesn't matter the party you belong to. He said that after politics, there's governance. He's governed the state the way we want. And the youth have hope in this particular regime that youth hope will be very renewed in this particular regime. And besides, yesterday, as I was Ward 9 in Obiakporo local government, where FCT minister came from, everybody there simplified, including Eliparawa, Rumo Wabie, Rumo Purikom, all these gas and coal, Jaro base. Everybody, they come out to say, no, we are no longer with FCT minister again. We are with Sim Fubara. Our governor, the brighter of this River State is brighter. I'm appealing to whoever may concern.
All right, Blessed.
Refuse to support
Thank you very much. Your point has been made. Massively. Let's move over to Ichie now. Temple is on the line. Temple, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished and how are you doing this morning?
Fine, thank you. Go on.
Yes, I celebrate you this morning. The very distinguished Andrew. Looking at the EFCC and all this money they are recovering, because sometimes it bothers me that they are recovering all this huge amount of money. Some are in dollars, some are in pounds, and some are in naira, and what billions and for billions. But let's assume these monies have not been allegedly, looted or being diverted to personal accounts and what have you. Then what are the benefits of Nigerians that at the end of the day, if this money are eventually recovered from AFCC and we are not seeing the good dividends of that, the impact of that money to our life, we can't even see what these monies are being used in our localities. As in, this is federal government projects cited in our state or in our zones. For me, it gives me a lot of concern that we start about looted money. At the end of the day, this money will be recovered and be looted by those who recovered them allegedly. So for me, I think they should do something on that regard. But on the aspect of my governor telling me that those supporting him are men of integrity, I concur with immediate alacrity. It is important. But for me, I think at the same time, it's too early for my governor to, conclude, because this is politics. Interest is very much paramount.
Let's move over now to...
who decides in River State?
Let's go to Uche Ken now.
Well
Thank you, Temple. Point has been taken. Let's go over to Uche Ken in Eche now. Uche Ken, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning to you. Welcome.
All the least back in my administration, giving my opponent high blood pressure, according to Governor Sim. People of integrity back in my administration, according to him. I don't think that is true, because this is not the first time Sir Peter Odili is backing a governor. In fact, let me tell Sir Sim, Odili cannot back him more than the way he backed former governor Ian Wike, and also benefited more than an individual was supposed to benefit. Everything, almost everything, were channeled to his school, Pamo Clinic, Abipamo University. A lot of things happened. Wike has highlighted a lot of things he did for him. So coming out to tell us his backing is giving people high blood pressure. My type of people that have known the ways of Odili politics now, I don't think I have seen it as an issue. He will always back and also back out and wait for another governor to also back him. That is the way he has decided to be cashing out. And I want to tell Tassim now that people he called people of integrity backing his administration are the same people that have sung song to former governor E.M. Wike that we are with him till the end of the administration. Today, they see nothing good in him again. They are the same people. They will also condemn him. Then finally, the simplified Thanksgiving. I want to ask Chidoki, who is that man that is giving you nightmare? Instead of thanking God wherever you went to, you will only say one man, one man, one man. Who is that one man, Biko? Can you stick on?
All right, Uche Ken, point made. Let's move on to Omudioga now.
If that man, one man is your problem, you have a problem.
John is on. John is in Omudioga on the line. Good morning, John.
Yes, good morning.
All right, go on.
Yes, the youngest governor, similarly, Fobara, said the people who are integrity are with them. Yes, it's a clear fact. And it's a statement of facts. Similarly, for the governor of Rivers State has done well for now as a governor. And he said those people who are integrity, like people like Raiko Fodele and others, are with them, telling the Rivers people the truth of the state. And also they say that he is the leader of the PDP, hence is the governor, which is a statement of fact that they should go home and rethink and come. He said me, Andrew, it is not that when you are the head, you are the head. Somebody cannot come and say you are not the head. You are the head. All these matters jumping from point A to point Z is who to control affair of Rivers State. Now that the Rivers people have trust the Commonwealth to the governor of Rivers State, they should allow the young man to govern and do well. And let us see what he has for Rivers people.
All right, John.
Not to fight him in Abuja or fight him in a local government that will know that he will be in charge.
All right, Barry in Port Harcourt, let's get to hear from you. Good morning, Barry.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, welcome. Go on, Barry.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a man that is crying over the radio to threat to life. And the question we want to ask is, when he was going to court to institute the suit, was he consulting the Rivers people before going? Because from what he said on behalf of the Rivers and all of that. And again, if the man is instituting the suit against, it's a Rivers man. It's not even government of Nigeria that have kept this south or the Niger Delta into the state where we are. If he has a legal idea, I think there are a lot that he would have been able to institute suit against federal government for the betterment of Rivers State or Niger Delta. But I'm surprised that an individual will go to court against his own brother. Meanwhile, we have a lot of things that would have used that suit to gain from the government. And today he's crying that his life is being threatened. So if he has been able to threaten somebody's life, automatically the man in his own way too, or his people will always go against him. So he should face his warrant. Because the man in question, like I heard, the second Jews also has people. Just like him too, there are people who are backing him to go and attack an innocent man. Definitely these people will not keep quiet. So it's not everything will come on radio to shout. Did he tell us when he was going to court? Is it now that he will not come and tell us that they are threatening him? He should face his music and stop complaining. If he knows he has a family, he wouldn't have involved himself in illegality. Because these are things that the people need to learn from. You should say he who lives in glass house should not throw stone. Now he has thrown stone to the glass house. And the particles that break from the glass house will definitely hit him. So he should stop making any rattle noise on radio. That's my contribution.
All right, Barry, thank you very much. We would hear from God's Time and Good News, and then that will be it for the calls. We'll just wrap up with some messages. And like I've said before, allegedly or not, we don't have proof yet. The police would be in the best place to confirm the level of threat to the life of the young man and whoever is threatening his life. He's just saying what he's saying now, but we don't have the facts to back that up. But regardless, I don't think it is right. There's no reason why a person's life should be threatened if and anybody has a right to exercise their fundamental rights. So if you go into court or suing a person is what he wants to do, fine. There are other ways to also address such issues. It wouldn't be threat to life. Like I said, allegedly or not, it's not even something that we should hear. And I don't think the threat to anybody's life is what anybody should support. God's Time from Onelga. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. You know, people with me, according to the governor, supporting me, integrity people. For me, I think this is not the time for us to re-emphasize on integrity and no integrity. I think the governor should concentrate more on delivering the dividends of democracy to Rivers people. I support the governor in the fight, but for me, I think the fight is being overheated. The governor should do more in working so that his distractors will feel rejected by the people supporting them. If the governor implements so many projects the way he is doing, do the project and stop talking. Talk less and do more work. The distractors will even back out. I think the governor should do something. And for the man who sued each secondary and being threatened, I think we shouldn't do that. We're in a country where everybody should exercise his fundamental rights, and I think the man is just doing that. Thank you, and do have a smart day.
All right. Good news from 3. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, man.
Go on.
Yes, let me start with the NFC 615,000 naira minimum wage agreement with GUC. Quick one. I don't see the visibility of it coming to pass. I know that is a proposal you present to the federal government, and it will be highly debated. And it is imperative that such discussions come in now so that it can be announced by the Democracy Day. Then the issue of Senator Fubara says the tractors are not happy with the person's integrity person supporting him. The truth is that we are all seeing what is playing on in Rivers State. So the former governor spoke and said he built hospital, he built this and gave him after one man, one woman. He's not happy with truth. That is the truth. We should call a spade a spade. But in as much as he's saying that, he should talk about how to do more on the humanitarian life of my Rivers people. He should talk about how to, the people that the employment, you just mentioned the issue of schools, dilapidated and no language, no teachers. Why he is talking this? He should be doing the work too. Because what will make him different from the former is the things he has done. And the issue of EFCC recovering over 30 billion naira from the humanitarian ministry. Wow, this is pure wickedness. Money allocated to that ministry to help humans, human capital development, humans. They kept it for reasons best known to them. I think in the similar client, such persons should be in jail. And finally, the issue of America to back Israelis on Iran against Iran. Wow. Let us see how the game goes. My name is Dave from Port Harcourt.
All right, good news. Thank you very much. And we'll have a short commercial coming. But first on X, I take some of your messages at Okote Gillis. Says, good morning. Sir Peter Odili is a good political figure for Governor Sim to follow. May God see him through his battle as he strives to chart the state on the right course. At skillful_Piro on X says, military bombs 7 illegal refineries in the state. They should use the same strength to bomb Boko Haram and bandits in the north. Remember that you can comment on X. Just first do well to follow us at Nigeria Info PH on X. Drop your comments using the hashtag, and we'll take them on the show. We'll go for a short commercial now. When we come back, we'll take more messages on WhatsApp and more messages on Facebook. 0809-030-6416 is the WhatsApp number.
Jollof is king, but what makes it so special? It's the symphony of aromas that